Today I'm going to show you how to sync the Aira Compact devices. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shoutout goes to Neil Costigan. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Okay, so a week or two ago, I posted a video using the Roland T8 and the Roland J6 together in a jam, and I made the mistake of syncing them over the 3.5mm sync jacks. Thanks to a very, downright pretty awful, actually, comment section. Seriously, the most comments I've ever deleted from a video due to language. Goodness. Anyway, I learned my lesson, and today I'm going to show you how to sync these via MIDI, so you don't have to make my mistake. It's very, very easy. Let's get into it. The only thing I have plugged in right now is just the mix out of the J6. This is taking the audio from the J6 and simply plugging it into my audio interface, which is a Zoom LiveTrack L12. This is where you'll plug in your headphones or your audio interface or your speakers, whatever you're using to actually listen to the J6 and T8 or the E4, if you happen to be using that one as well. First, what I'm going to do is take the audio from the T8 and run it into the J6 as well, so we can have the audio from both devices coming out of one single jack here like we talked about. So I'm going to go from the mix out of the T8 into the mix in of the J6. Now, the moment of truth. You're going to need one more 3.5mm cable, but instead of going from sync out of the T8 into the sync in of the J6, you are going to flip both units to their backside here, and you're going to plug in one end of your 3.5mm cable into the MIDI out jack of one of these units, and then you're going to plug the other end into the MIDI in jack on the back of the other unit. Okay, perfect. Now, let's turn both of these on. Let's give a little audio test. Okay, we hear the J6. Let's turn on the keyboard for the bass and make sure we hear the T8. Yep. Perfect. Now, luckily, syncing over MIDI is very easy in terms of menu diving. On each device, we just basically need to make sure that we are set to auto on the sync menu. So to get to the sync menu, all we have to do is hold Shift and navigate to the menu button, which on the T8 is Octave Plus here. We're going to click that in. We're going to navigate using the main knob to sync, click C# to enter, and ensure that we are set to auto. Yep, so now we hit C here, which is exit. We're going to press that twice to get out of all the menus. Let's repeat that on the J6. So Shift, Menu, scroll around till you find Sync, Enter, which is this button right here. It says Enter under it. Make sure that we're on Auto. And now this button here is Exit. We're going to click that twice. Perfect. So now the J6 should be synced to the T8 because, again, we have MIDI out coming out of the T8 going into MIDI in on the J6. So I've just got it set to the stock pattern, Bank 1, Pattern 1 on the J6. Let's go ahead and program something into the T8 here. Kick drum 4 on the floor is fine, except to mess that up. There we go. Snare drum 2 and 4, sure. Okay. And we'll just go eighth notes for hi-hats. There we go. So now, since they're synced up, when I press play on the T8, the J6 should also start playing. There we go. Let's find a different pattern here. We'll just go to 2, 1. Now what's cool here is we can actually run the J6 sequencer by itself without the T8 just by pressing play. And like you saw, we could join the T8 in whenever we want just by pressing play, as long as I do believe they have to be synced up. Let's test that. No, so as you just heard there, the device that's actually being controlled will restart when you start the sequencer of the controlling device, and it can stop the controlled device as well. However, just like I showed you right there, if you start the controlling device and then stop the controlled one, then you can actually start the controlled one whenever you'd like, and it will actually be out of sync with the downbeat of the measure anyway. It'll still be in sync with the tempo. But as you can tell, I started it right there on, I think, beat 2 it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And another benefit of syncing over MIDI is, of course, we can change patterns via MIDI as well. So if I have pattern mode on here, both of these are on bank 1, pattern 1. If I turn the knob on the controlling device, the T8 in this case, we go to pattern 2 on both of them. Super neat. Clearly, we're to patterns that don't exist yet on the J6. There we go. Obviously, none of these are meant to go together. We've got a bass part in a completely different key than the chord changes going on the J6, but that's not the point of this video. This was just to show you how to sync these over MIDI so you don't make the same mistake that I did. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.